Welcome back to Armored in Honor, the channel where history comes alive through the stories of the brave men and women who shaped our world. Today, we're traveling back to the American Civil War to explore the remarkable life and military career of Brigadier General Samuel Beatty, an Ohio native whose courage, leadership, and unwavering dedication earned him a distinguished place in Union Army history. From leading soldiers through some of the war's fiercest battles to demonstrating exceptional bravery under fire, Beatty's service exemplified the determination and sacrifice that helped preserve the Union. Though his name may not be as widely recognized as some of his contemporaries, his contributions to the Union victory deserve to be remembered. Join us as we uncover the life, military achievements, and lasting legacy of Brigadier General Samuel Beatty. If you enjoy military history, Civil War stories, and honoring the heroes of America's past, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode. This is Armored in Honor, where we honor the warriors, preserve their legacy, and keep history alive. Let's begin. Brigadier General Samuel Beatty was born on December 16, 1820, in Mifflin County, Pennsylvania, to the parents of John and Christina Powell Beatty. Even though he was born in Pennsylvania, he was raised on a farm in Stark County, Ohio. Beatty was appointed First Lieutenant in Company K, 3rd Ohio Volunteer Infantry, on 25 June 1846 at Cincinnati, Ohio, for service during the Mexican-American War. The regiment was commanded by Colonel Samuel R. Curtis and spent several months guarding the Mexican border near Matamoras. The 3rd Ohio was attached to Zachary Taylor's division in the Army of the Rio Grande, commanded by General Winfield Scott. The 3rd Ohio took part in mopping up operations around Monterey and protecting supply convoys from Mexican irregulars. The 3rd Ohio was relieved from duty on 18 May 1847. And mustered out of service at New Orleans, Louisiana from 18 to 24 June 1847. Beatty returned to his family farm in Jackson Township, Stark County, Ohio, after discharge. He was elected sheriff of Stark County in 1857 and won re-election in 1859. When the Civil War erupted, Samuel Beatty helped form a volunteer unit that mustered in as Company A of the 19th Ohio Infantry, the Canton Light Guards. Beatty was elected as the regiment's first colonel on 29 May 1861. After initial organization and training at the local fairgrounds, the regiment was transported to Camp Chase in Columbus, Ohio, for additional drilling. Beatty led the 19th Ohio in a series of battles in Western Virginia, including the Battle of Rich Mountain, where his good conduct was cited in General William Rosecrans' official report. The 19th Ohio was originally mustered for only 90 days, so returned to Ohio to muster out in August 1861. Beatty and the 19th Ohio were organized, and in September 1861, and was attached to the 11th Brigade. Army of the Ohio in December 1861. Beatty commanded a brigade in the Army of the Ohio during the Battle of Shiloh in April 1862, and the subsequent Corinth Campaign and Battle of Perryville in Kentucky in September 1862. His service was recognized by a promotion to Brigadier General of Volunteers on 29 November 1862. At the Battle of Stones River, Beatty commanded a brigade in Brig. General Horatio Van Cleve's division of Magi, General Thomas L. Crittenden's left wing. Van Cleve was wounded during fighting on the first day, so Beatty commanded the division during the remainder of the battle. During the pivotal fighting, late on 2nd January 1863, on March of 31st, 1863, he would marry Susan Valier Graham in Stark County. They would go on to have 3 children, Mary, George, and Caroline. But unfortunately, both George and Caroline would pass away only a year old or less than a year old. Beatty rallied his division after they were driven back by an attack by the division commanded by John C. Breckinridge. Beatty's division ultimately defeated Breckinridge along with the mast. Fires of Federal artillery gathered by Crittenden's artillery chief, Captain John Mendenhall. Beatty resumed command of his old brigade, which was redesignated 1st Brigade of Van Cleve's 3rd Division, Major General Thomas Crittenden's 23rd Army Corps, Army of the Cumberland, commanded by Major General George H. Thomas. Beatty led his brigade through the Middle Tennessee Campaign that ended with the Battle of Chickamauga in September 1863. Beatty's brigade fought well during the first and second day, until it was caught up in the collapse of the Union line. Beatty afterwards received the commendation of the Corps Commander Thomas L. Crittenden, who wrote, "With pride, I mention the name of Brig. General Samuel Beatty for his conduct on this occasion." Beatty's brigade was reorganized as 3rd Brigade, 3rd Division, under Brigadier General Thomas J. Wood, a 4-corps, Major General Gordon Granger, Army of the Cumberland. Beatty's brigade participated in the preliminary battle for Orchard Knob on 23rd November 1863, and the pivotal Battle of Missionary Ridge on 25th November 1863. After preliminary attacks by General William T. Sherman at Tunnel Hill failed, General Ulysses S. Grant ordered the Army of the Cumberland to advance on the base of Missionary Ridge. Instead, the junior officers of the Army of the Cumberland, confused by conflicting orders, continued their advance up Missionary Ridge. The Sumblium men of Wood's division and Beatty's brigade were among the first Federal soldiers to gain the crest of Missionary Ridge, and played a major role in routing the Confederate Army of Tennessee from their positions. Beatty afterwards claimed to have captured 8 pieces of artillery with limbers and caisson, 200 small arms, 176 prisoners, and the commander in colors of the 42nd Alabama. Beatty continued on to command the 3rd Brigade, 3rd Division, Wood, IV Corps, commanded by Major General Oliver Otis Howard of the Army of the Cumberland, during the Atlanta Campaign of 1864. General Beatty continued on in brigade command during the Franklin-Nashville Campaign of September-December 1864. Beatty was elevated to command Wood's Division, IV Corps, Army of the Cumberland, prior to the Battle of Nashville. Beatty's division took part in the diversionary attack on Peach Orchard Hill, setting the stage for the decisive attack on Shies Hill that crushed the left flank of the Army of Tennessee. By nomination of President Andrew Johnson on January 13, 1866, and confirmation by the U.S. Senate on March 12, 1866, he was retroactively awarded the brevet grade of Major General of Volunteers to rank from March 13, 1865, for his leadership of the 3rd Division, IV Corps, Army of the Cumberland during the Nashville Campaign. This brevet promotion made him the highest-ranking Union Army officer from Stark County. Beatty was mustered out of the volunteer service on January 15, 1866. After the war, Beatty returned to Stark County and farmed in Jackson Township. He died at home on 26 May, 1885, and was buried in the city cemetery in Massillon, Ohio. Thank you for joining us on Armored and Honor as we explored the life and legacy of Brigadier General Samuel Beatty. His courage, leadership, and dedication to preserving the Union remind us that history is shaped by the sacrifices of extraordinary individuals whose stories deserve to be remembered. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Armored and Honor, and ring the notification bell so you never miss future videos honoring the heroes, battles, and military history that shaped our world. We'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on Brigadier General Samuel Beatty, or let us know which military hero or historic battle you'd like us to feature in an upcoming episode. Most importantly, share this video with your friends, family, and fellow history enthusiasts, and don't forget to share Armored and Honor across your favorite social media platforms. Every share helps us reach more people who appreciate the stories of those who served with courage and honor. Until next time, thank you for watching Armored and Honor, where we honor the warriors, preserve their legacy, and keep history alive. We'll see you in the next video.